The smart wish to change the world, but the wise, they wish to change themselves first. That's the topic of our discussion today. Intrapersonal development, development that happens from within. Hi everyone, I'm Swati Arora. I'm an NLP practitioner and a certified life coach. So there are two aspects of intrapersonal development. One is an intellectual aspect and the other is the emotional aspect. Let's dive into the intellectual aspect first. When I talk about the intellectual aspect, before knowing something or before understanding what happens, we need to know ourselves, right? So that's what the first topic is, that knowing yourself better is important. When I say knowing yourself, knowing what about yourself? Knowing about your feelings, about your emotions, and about your thoughts that trigger those emotions and feelings, right? It's just like, a lot of times I see people saying they are happy or they are sad, they are annoyed or they are angry. But did we know that we had 52 different kind of emotions that a person goes through in his entire day, in everyday life? So where are we categorizing them? Are we identifying them? That is very important. So when I'm saying talking about understanding yourself, it's about identifying, understanding your emotions and feelings and being able to categorize them into particular buckets. To give you an example, if you are arranging your room or organizing your room, you would know exactly where your clothes would go. They will go into the almirah. You will know the books will go into the bookshelf and the shoes will go into the rack. So similarly, do you know which emotions are coming out of what feelings? That is very important to know. If you're getting angry, what is the reason or the cause of the anger? Is it annoyance? Is it irritation? Is it disappointment? Or is it frustration? And when you start doing that, you'll be able to know what are your trigger emotions. And once you know your trigger emotions, you'll be able to control on them better and be able to deal with them in a better way. So that's the first point. Once you start understanding your emotions, it is now time to reflect upon how you have to act upon your emotions. Because how we act upon our emotions becomes actually a behavior, right? So reflection is a wonderful exercise. Basically, you can do that towards the end of the day, where you can run through the series of events or the series of emotions that triggered during the day and the way you have chosen to react to those situations. That way, you'll be able to keep control of your behavior, keep control of your actions and also your emotions, and be a better version of yourself each day. So reflection is something which will help you develop your intrapersonal skills as well, which means knowing yourself better. And when we are talking about intellectual development, how can we forget books? They are a part of a man's personal development. In fact, it's been a part of my own development as well. I enjoy reading. Reading is a brilliant activity, a brilliant exercise, and it has multifaceted benefits. Not only does it enhance your knowledge and your vocabulary, but it also helps you build up a better communication, you become a better orator, and it also enhances a person's visualization and imagination power. So if you haven't yet developed the practice or habit of reading, I would personally suggest go ahead and do that. Make reading a practice daily basis. Moving on to the emotional aspect of intrapersonal development, the first thing that I want to talk about is meditation or mindfulness meditation. In a fast-paced world like this, meditation is a perfect way to unwind. A 10 or 15 minutes meditation session early in the morning will help you relax not only your body but your mind and soul as well. It will re-energize you, it will help you focus better, and it will also be able to reduce your stress. And friends, it is scientifically proven that meditation lets you get your concentration levels at a better pace. And the last point that I want to talk about from the emotional aspect of intrapersonal development is practice compassion. Practice compassion not only with others but with your own self as well. I believe that changes happen at home, and what better home than your own body and your own mind and soul, right? So practice compassion within your own self, which means that don't be too hard on yourself. Stop criticizing yourself. It's okay if we are not able to achieve what we wanted to achieve in the first time, it's not the be all and end all of the world. There is always a second time. So go slow on yourself and stop beating up yourself, right? So practice compassion on your own self to develop your intrapersonal self. And that was this week's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you next week with some more motivational tips. Till then, have a good week. Bye.